Hey y'all. Y'all tune in. It's your girl, the real angel, and C-Dub in the building.
And we beat you. How many times we gotta prove to these people, Angel? How many times we gotta prove to these people? I don't know what's worse. The celebrity side of the game or the political part of the game?
The political.
We don't know. But how many times we gotta step on these people in this industry? Y'all double tap that screen. You are watching. We beat you. And I'm Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying. And I said, damn. Y'all get up in here and double tap my screen, man. How many times we gotta prove to you people that we run YouTube? Gang, they trying to do this stuff in our face. They doing it in our face now. They doing it in our face now. They don't care how they do it, long as they do it. They got AI out here. They don't care if it's AI. But see, this ain't the AI channel over here, gang. We expose the game. We on this side, we on that side. Y'all double tap my screen. We beat you. See, this is the reason why we beat these dudes, because we lay in bushes. Yeah, we wait. We are laying them bushes and wait till you come home. We are laying them bushes. We got detectives with boots on the ground. Double tap my screen. The fair use description is down in the bottom of my chat. My disclaimer is all in my descriptions. Y'all double tap my screen. See, I gotta do it like that because these people, they try to play. But we got a great show for you guys today, gang. We make sure that we bring y'all the best content, the best exposure. Gang, it's crazy what's going on in Minneapolis, y'all. So much new feedback that we got in that we want to share with the Band-Aid gang. I said, damn. You can donate to the channel if you want to. Y'all get up in here, get in my live. So see, they try to play us, right? So we're going to demonstrate and drop these videos. See, because what it is, I said, damn. What they not going to do. What up, my boss? What up, gang?
Hey, my boss. How are you?
My boss, I don't care how many we got in the chat. I got to do it for my people. We going to do it for the people. We going to get that live started next week for sure for my people that have became members to the channel. The show must go on. So y'all will be able to document what y'all see. And y'all can spread the word and let these people know we don't play over here. Y'all double tap that screen. Get in here. We right here, this Band-Aid gang. See, what y'all read the title. We got the proof that ICE is domestic terrorist gang. Yeah, we got the proof. Y'all get in here. So we gonna do it like this. Let me show y'all how we break it down over here on this channel. We do it the best because we run YouTube. Y'all get in here. How many times we gotta tell these people? You cannot slip nothing past us. Double tap my screen, gang. We want justice. We are seeking justice for Alex Pretti and Renée Good. I said, damn. See, because what went on is we was able to document it and do it like it's supposed to be done so the people can see. So anybody that come watch this video, this the best one you gonna get. This video right here, this live right here, just breaking it all down. You can't feed a baby steak. So what we did is we broke it down.
Approached U.S. Border Patrol agents with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun.
Y'all get up in here.
Resisted.
They said, I said, damn. They said he violently resisted. That's what they said. They said he approached the agents with a weapon. They doing it right in our face, gang. Bruh didn't approach them people with no weapon. Alex Pretti approached them people with a phone. With a phone. And guess what we got right here, Band-Aid gang? I said, damn. We got the ICE agent with the weapon. And they continued to shoot this man 6 more times after he was disarmed. Double tap my screen, Band-Aid gang. We got a lot of knowledge on this live today. See what do you see it? See, we don't miss a beat over here. See, what you can't do is put nothing past the Band-Aid gang. I said, damn. You not finna come over here and put nothing past us. That's why they come over here and watch my live. That's why they come over here and watch my live, gang. Y'all get them lights up. They come watch my live because I put it in slow motion. I put it so where you can see it. There go the gun. Let's go, gang. Look, I put it in pause for you slow people.
The suspect also had 2 loaded magazines and no accessible ID. This looks like a situation where an individual wanted to do maximum damage and massacre law enforcement.
Not a little damage, gang. Maximum. I said, damn. They said he came to do maximum damage like he was the Terminator. They wanted y'all to believe that Alex Pretti was the Terminator. I said, damn. They wanted us to believe he was the Terminator. Anything to get them out of trouble. Who are these people? But see, if y'all don't get a revolution going, none of this stuff that we attempting to do, hey, it ain't gonna work. Yeah, they putting fear in you people, gang. I see you, Trey. I see you, Trey ATV. We were. I see you. I see you, gang. Thank you guys for coming in. See, now, they wanted us to believe he was the Terminator. But that ain't what y'all see. Now, let's go, gang.
They walked his gun over with a permit to carry him.
About 200 rioters
200
arrived at the scene and began to obstruct and assault law enforcement.
I'm just disgusted with the whole thing. I mean, look at this army on the streets of our city. And these are people with weapons drawn, ready.
Now, do y'all, who looks like the domestic terrorist, gang? Who looks like the domestic terrorist, gang? And we got the definition. Did I mention that? Oh, I must have left that part out. We know what a domestic terrorist is. They planting fear because they getting ready for the new world order. Project 25 is in a full effect. We got 38 in the building and 3 likes. Come on, get my likes up, man. I put in work to get these videos for y'all to see. I'm showing you who the domestic terrorist is. Tonight, I got a hell of a show. We gonna break this down. Y'all get in here. I see you, GS, beat killer. I see you, kill. I said, damn. Y'all, let's go.
To put down this insurrection that doesn't exist.
The men and women of CBP and ICE,
Now look,
law enforcement, are highly trained professionals
listen what he
who
said.
love this country and do this work because they want to leave their kids and their grandkids a country that's safe and secure.
Now they want to leave their country and their people with a whole lot of money just for them. They want to set up their families so they can live better than us. But you know what come with that? It come with a lot of blood on their hands. See, these people ain't worried about getting no blood on their hands. Sometimes I don't think these people believe in God, gang. Sometimes I don't believe these people believe in the Most High. These people live in the moment. ICE is living in the moment. They not living in the present. They not living what's in the future. All they care about is themselves, as we see. But they tried to say Alex approached them with a gun. Clearly we didn't see that. Clearly we didn't see that. Let's go, gang. Did you see him, gang? Bro is clapping his hands. See, y'all can't put nothing past us. He clapping his hands. That's a terrorist. So you mean to tell me when Alex Pretti was laying on his back, Band-Aid gang, Y'all double tap my screen, hit that like button. When Alex Pretti was laying on his back, do you know these men was sitting back here and they was still shooting that gang? Gang was disarmed. He didn't have nothing on him. He was disarmed. And they still was shooting from a distance at his body. See, this is what I'm telling you, gang. You call me superstitious or whatever. I believe they had already had some history on Alex Pretti. Alex Pretti probably was in a bloodline or something, but I believe he was targeted. Alex Pretti was targeted. This wasn't regular. This was not regular. I believe Alex Pretti was targeted for a long time. This looked like something that was targeted and planned, like they've been watching this man. We don't know his super status. We don't know his bloodline. That's just the way I'm thinking. Because this that happened in the street, this was sad. This was sad. Like Michael said, this is not normal behavior. I see you, Michael. Now he says, I don't step. Now J5, I see you. J5 say, I don't step to a gang of cops. That's pretty dumb. I don't care who you are. Now he did not step to the gang of cops. We know that. J5, you got to look at the video or stay up in here, hit that like button so you can get full information. He did not step to an officer. The officer stepped to a woman. That woman can sue because she was fully assaulted. We got the video. The woman was assaulted. This all came from a woman. Pretti did not approach an officer until he saw that woman being shoved for no apparent reason. That's domestic. That's assault. That's like a terrorist. Because that's not normal behavior. That's not normal behavior. He was targeted and forced to step up to a gang of armed cops, all hyped up on multiple syrup. Come on, gang. Hey, I don't know what they was on, gang. It seemed like they was on drugs. Maybe they was drinking to stay warm. We don't know. Gang said, you said it a long time ago. This is that oil in the water. Bingo. What up, gang? I see you, Blacksmith. Oil in the water. That's what it is. Gang, this, hey, we got 35 in here. Y'all need to run up them likes, gang. Now look, now let me go back a tad bit. Now I want you to see them still shooting the man. You see the weapons? You see these guys shooting this man? Look at them shooting this man. One has ran off with the weapon. You can't, hey, gang. You can't, hey, justifying this, gang. Or your opinion. Now, there's no reason you come here with an opinion unless you signed or you with them people. Yeah, these people coming over here with them people. Yeah, they with the 2025 agenda. Yeah, they want to be locked up in their houses, can't come outside. See, yeah, now you're going to think again. You're going to think again. Now you're going to try to bring in martial law if there's not a revolution. It's a programming that they working on. And all you people over here acting like, oh, it's all good. It ain't going to be all good, gang. They going to be able to tell you when you can go to the grocery store, when you can drive your car that day. They finna control population, and this is an act of planting fear. After a while, they going to be kicking in your door and tell you got to be a Christian. I said, damn. Double tap my screen. Let's go, gang. Now, look at this.
Country.
Look at this. They looking for.
Secure.
He said they looking for a country that's safe and secure. Jay Dizzle, Joe, they said they looking for a country that's safe and secure. Does this look safe and secure? Does this look safe and secure? I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait on you. This don't look safe and secure. This ain't a whole bunch of people running at ICE and shooting at ICE. This is ICE shooting at somebody from a distance that is disarmed. I said, damn. Let's go. Look at them kids. Look at them kids. Look. What's that? See, what's that? I said said, damn, don't come on my channel trying to sabotage my channel because I come with that shit. Yeah, because I come with them facts. Don't come over here with that sabotaging my channel because you know we run YouTube, because we drop the real stuff. We drop the real, we don't cut nothing. This pure. Yeah, we got that pure. Hey, look, gang. I said, damn, you can't justify this. How the hell you gonna clap your hand, gang? Jonathan, call me what you want to. Hey, call me what you want to, but you can't call me stupid. Hell nah. You can't call me stupid because if you the type of person, gang, you keep playing, we gonna get you up out of here. Hey, we got wrenches in here. Yeah, we gonna tighten your ass up. Yeah, we gonna tighten you up. I'm gonna tighten you up. Hold on, let somebody else do it. Hey, put him in timeout so he come back like a kid. Put him in timeout like a kid. We gonna put him over there in timeout like a little baby. Yeah, we gonna put him in timeout. Jonathan, somebody tighten him up. We gonna put him in timeout like a kid. I said, damn, I told you we'll tighten your ass up with that wrench. That's what it's for. Tighten your ass up. Get him up out of here. Double tap that screen. We ain't got to live like this. We got 53 up in here, man, and 11 likes. Y'all better come on, run my likes up. Y'all trying to sabotage my channel because we run YouTube. They mad because when we come out here, we've been pinpointed their ass. We got them in a spectrum. We got tunnel vision over here, gang. This the tunnel vision channel. Yeah, we see one thing, and that's what's right. We want justice for Pretti. Because if we don't get justice for Pretti, they be knocking us all down in these streets. Now look, gang, they clapping. Yeah, we got you. We beat you. Look, gang, we beat you. We got another angle over here. Come on, stop playing with us. Look. Slow, look. So y'all telling me all the dope fiends out there that's on that dope, smoking that stuff, looking out the window, seeing stuff that ain't there? How you seeing stuff that ain't there? I said, damn. He didn't put that pipe in his mouth. They didn't put that pipe in their mouth and forgot what was going on in reality. Yeah, they on that dope. They on that dope. Yeah, they said the man, did I mention they said the man, look, that looks like an anxiety clap. I said, damn, look. Barely said, some guys at the protest asked me for $3. I gave him a high five and told him to keep the change. Am I wrong? I said, damn. Hey, nah, you ain't wrong. You did. Hey, you gave him $5. You know what I'm saying? You gave him $5. I don't see nothing wrong with that. And told him to keep the change. Hey, I'm with that. But let me tell you, let's get back to tracking. Let's put our Adidas track suits on. Yeah, let's put our track suit on. Look, gang, I ain't got to live like this. I bring you real content over here. This the reason that we run YouTube, and they send them old suckers over here to try to sabotage our channel. But you can't win. We beat you. Boy, we beat you. We was already there, boy. You was trying to get there, boy. Boy, we was already at the end. Look, gang, watch this. We was at the finish line. I said, damn. Now watch this. Tell me where you see Alex when this guy walk up. Tell me where you see Alex approaching. Somebody was in my chat just a second ago trying to sabotage. Now look, gang. Look, boom. Where Alex come at them at, gang? Now look, here they come again. Where Alex come at them? Now look. Whoa, what he push up? What he push up for? Look. Did he look like he came at an officer, gang? Look, did he look like he came at the officer, gang? Look, boom. What he push that woman like that for? What he push that woman like that for? And then they sprayed him. I said, damn, look.
Your video captures the moment in which the officer removes his gun.
Double tap my
after
screen.
They have said he's got a gun. It's very hard to see even on the video. You have to kind of slow it down.
And then before you knew it, pow, 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 and I saw Alex on the ground, and there's nobody around. So after he was shot, the agents fled, and all I saw was Alex on the ground.
One of the things that's shocking about the number of shots is that the last 5 shots or so are actually from a distance where he appears already lying on the ground, not moving.
Now, this is the lady that filmed that footage that you just saw. This is the lady that filmed the footage that you just saw from a whole total different angle. This woman is terrified. These people ain't got nothing to lie about. Double tap my screen. Let me know you rocking with the Band-Aid gang, bro. Let me know you rocking with the Band-Aid gang, y'all. Double tap the screen. We run YouTube and they know it, and they sending these suckers over here to sabotage the channel. How many people we gotta step on? We been over there stepping on the celebrities over there. They lying in their face. They doing anything. They just like robots. So we come over here on the politics side and they doing the same thing. We beat them too. Yeah, we beating them over there and we beating them up over here. Now look, gang.
Do you remember that? Again, this is happening in...
I mean, honestly, Alex being shot is the most memorable part of it. The agents are not a part of that, I think, because I watched him die. I watched him die. I remember him arching his back and his head rolling back, and it was so fast moving, but not for me. Like, when they fled, which now I see, that after the shooting, they decided to just scatter and save themselves. Watching him die.
When the shots are fired, you begin to scream. What the F did you just do? Do you remember that moment? Do you remember screaming that?
I remember the feeling inside my body. Of course, I wish I wasn't saying that word so often, but at the same time, that's how angry and I don't know if anger is the right, mortified. That's just how mortified.
Double tap my screen, gang.
And helpless. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
We'll get you up out of here.
What? And I knew he was gone because I watched it.
If I put that wrench on you, I've been and beat you then. So I'm gonna let you stay right here, gang. I've been and beat your channel. Yeah, I've been and got you up out of here. That been victory. Yeah, because you came over here, I ain't come over where you at. Band-Aid gang, let's go.
And then they come over to try to perform some type of medical aid by ripping his clothes open with scissors and then maneuvering his body around like a rag doll, only to...
Don't that sound crazy? Yo, maneuvering his body. Y'all step back and shoot him up. Y'all step back and shoot this man. Fill him up with so much lead that he looked like a pencil. Came over there and checked the wounds. That's why I be saying, y'all, this be some conspiracy type of stuff. It's something, y'all, it's always something behind something. You got to be careful. J5 say, I ain't risking my life for some immigrants. They knew they could be deported when they came that way, right? So why that's my problem? It ain't the fam, we got our own problems. And this is a distraction. You're absolutely right. This is a distraction for the New World Order. Yeah, everything that they do is a distraction. Everything that they do is a distraction. Don't they look like terrorists? Don't he look like a terrorist? Don't he look like a terrorist? We ain't even used to seeing Americans or police or who are these people? We ain't used to seeing people masked up like that. This is something they just brought in, gang. We ain't used to seeing people masked up like that in America. That's terrorism, man. They planting fear. They don't even want to be seen, gang. Police officers let you see their face. I said, damn, double tap my screen, hit that like button, gang. We ain't got to live like this. Look, we ain't got to live like this in America. Y'all want to live like this, and I ain't trying to live like this. Y'all want to live like this. Bro said it looked like a peaceful protest. Look at this, gang. Them dudes don't look like peaceful. Why they got their face covered? They need to come up with some ICE need to take the mask off, gang. Make them take their mask off. Police don't pull up on you like that when they come check you for your driver's license and all that. They don't pull up on you like that. People, that's fear. That plant fear in you. Man, walk up on you like that. You like that with them glasses on. What you gonna be thinking? Like, man, is they finna unalive me right now? Come on, gang, let's go.
discover that it could be because they wanted to count the bullet wounds to see how many they got.
Double tap my screen. Y'all get in here.
I watched that, and that is what it felt like they were doing, and that is part of why I was like, what are you guys doing? Why would you jostle his body around like that? You're not even doing anything to help him. But I knew he was gone.
You knew he was gone, then?
I knew he was gone. There was no way with the way his body was moving, and I only knew that because of the way they were manipulating his dead body, just playing with it. Like they're in a video game. They were looking at us and laughing.
After the show?
Yes.
The UK, where the movie is supposed to premiere on Friday, there's... So the First Lady of the United States popped out this morning.
Double tap my screen.
What that means? She's selling something.
We run YouTube.
She's got to make some appearances some way, somehow, because the ticket sales are abysmal. In the UK, where the movie is supposed to premiere on Friday, there's been only 1 ticket sold in one theater and 2 tickets sold in another theater. So as we all know, Melania has a $40 million Amazon documentary that is premiering in the coming days.
How much money can they make? These people are greedy as hell. How much money can you make? Y'all already old as hell. How much are y'all gonna live forever? I said, damn, is they gonna live forever? How much money is you trying to make, gang? That's why the shit didn't sell. That's why your shit didn't sell. Greed. And you people are letting these people suck you dry. Your money ain't changed. You ain't changed nothing. You go, don't matter who in office. Ain't nothing changed for you. Ain't shit changed for you. And you going crazy for them. 3 tickets. Thank you, Lord. I said, damn. Look, 3 tickets sold. Y'all can't take all that money to the grave. Just greedy, gang. Let's go, man.
Weekend, she held a private screening at the White House for billionaires and trillionaires to attend. So now it's time to premiere that $40 million payday to the masses, and it's not going over well, especially in the UK. People have taken...
She can't even sell in the UK, gang. You can't even sell in the UK.
Calling Yolanda Dagry.
You can't even sell in the UK. Now look, gang, now I'm finna give y'all some real brain food. Y'all double tap my screen. I'm seeing terrorism coming from ICE. We seeing terrorism coming from ICE. So this is how we gonna do y'all all type of ways. Double tap my screen. Let's go. Band-Aid gang. Show them how we hold it. Show them how we hold it down. We run YouTube.
So I listened to the William Saucer Riley interview with all the stuff between Epstein and Trump. And before anybody asked me, is it real? I don't know. And to be perfectly honest with you, at this point, I don't care. People just aren't getting it. So I'm going to try to break this down as easy as possible. And before I get myself in trouble, this is strictly my opinion.
Double tap that screen.
Value. Just having a conversation. As much as it is about Epstein, it's really not about Epstein. There's been people like him all throughout history. They wrote legends of Greek gods that did the same thing as him. Well, finding out about what was really going on with our younger generation was supposed to be the last straw. In my opinion, it should have been. But regardless, here we are, and if you ask me, not much has changed. But there's also a reason for that. It's all part of the game, and you can't see it unless you fully take yourself out of it. But when you figure out how to do that, the pattern becomes a lot more clear. It's the same thing, over and over, since the beginning of time. And the name of the game is control and distract. And it's easy to see.
Control and distract. That's the name of the game. So why is they trying to distract American citizens? Why are they trying to distract you people? Because you ain't nothing to them. You ain't no elite. You ain't come from no bloodline. And I'm going to just go over there. I'll die for Trump. I'll hold Trump ding-a-ling when he pee. I said, damn. When Trump pee, I hold it. He ain't gonna do nothing for you. Why are they distracting the people that support them? See, y'all don't understand. It's a message in everything that we bring on this channel. We run YouTube. Now listen, gang.
Somewhere along the line in our history, a small group of people figured out they could control others, mainly through fear. Start with the Roman Empire. You know, they did some pretty disgusting things, as well as took a lot of people out to get to the size they were. People started to not like what they were seeing, started turning on the empire. And then, boom, the empire falls. Do you really think it's a coincidence that right after that is when we started the Holy Wars, the 30-Year War and all that? As soon as the control stopped, you start the distraction to cover up what you did and figure out your next move. World War I, a lot of wicked things happened. A bunch of people got taken out. Once that ended, do you really think it's a coincidence that immediately after Prohibition started? Control and distract. World War II and the huge sloppy mess that was. No, they received such a backlash from the things that were happening during World War II that they couldn't even wait till the end. During, they threw us right into the Great Depression. And then as soon as it ended, we'll just keep everybody scared with the nuclear arms race. And this is where the game changed a little. See, in World War II, they realized they couldn't get people to fight each other over things like religion. They had to figure out another way. So for the most part, the war went from physical to inside the body. Made people fight themselves for their sanity and other people over what's healthy and what's not. You really think the Manhattan Project was about? It was about the experiments and what certain things did to them. MK Ultra was about controlling the mind. We can even look at the Vietnam War, for example. Do you think it's a coincidence that the same year that ended, Bill Gates hit the scene? And here we are now. And I don't care what team of the game you decide to be on, we're involved in some pretty wicked things. And it will all come to an end. And the next round of distractions is a pretty scary thought, in my opinion. But Epstein is the one thing that can bring the entire game to a screeching halt. So until...
Did you hear what we said? Double tap my screen, gang. We got 19 here, 15. Thank y'all. And now you people are starting to see where we coming from. Martial law. We got in April. People who give billions of money are just not smart. The fall of the dollar. Thank you, gang. I don't got nothing but brain food over here. We beat you. I build stuff. I'm not tearing nothing down on my channel. They try to come over here and sabotage my channel. I make sure that I give you guys the right information. Are you listening to what he said? Every war, they planting fear. A distraction. But they're distracting the American people. The people that paid them taxes. Money that we don't know is counted for. We out here arguing, going crazy, and here they come bullying us on the street. Double tap my screen. Let's go, gang.
Every single one of us realizes that we're nothing more than just a player in a game. It will continue, and they will do everything they can to distract us.
Absolutely.
Plain and simple, it's on us. We either get together or the game continues. Period. Y'all stay safe.
There are people in these ICE facilities, at least according to the El Paso County Medical Examiner, who believes...
So they unaliving people in an ICE facility. Now, let me tell you something that Trump said. Okay, I was watching last night. He was giving out medals to the ICE agents, right? It was at the border in Mexico, right? So he says, now, this was going to kill you, Band-Aid gang. I said, damn, this is what blew my mind. 94% of the borders are protected. They got all the drugs out, right? They got all the drugs out. But then turned around and said, but there's 50% of fentanyl. And me and China, is us and China are working on that. Ain't China supposed to be our enemy? Didn't you say that if China and Russia try to go get Greenland from you, that it was gonna be a war? How the hell you and China, you just said you and China is working on it and you and Putin is back cool. Y'all not paying attention. The man just said this the other night when he was giving out awards, gang. Me and Angel was watching it. Double tap my screen. The man said 90% of the borders have been protected. They got it all on lockdown. Now, what this man right here is telling you is that they unaliving people at these borders. They are unaliving people at the borders. How is China our enemy and how is Russia our enemy? And you're saying you're negotiating, you and Putin is cool. It's all a programming in our minds. It's the new world order. 2025. I repeat. Plus, in the midst, the Most High is trying to bring it out. But they fighting. But see, universal power is hard to beat. It's hard to beat. They doing everything in a world to show that so we do not see the pedophile ways that they have done. And they do it in these churches. It all starts with these churches and these programming people. How in the hell you tell me that now we know why they in the Middle East? For drugs. same way they was in Iraq for those poppy seeds, heroin, opioids. I said, damn. See, y'all not understanding the game. But I'm here to give it to you. So at the end of the day, ask yourself, how is Trump saying him and China got 50% of the fentanyl up? I thought they was your enemy, gang. I just heard you say that we was beefing with China. And how the hell is y'all working together? Because of the New World Order. A one world government. A one world government. Cutting down population. Mind control. Elon Musk making more robots than human beings. After a while, you ain't gonna be able to run from them robots. They gonna kick you in your ass. Them robots gonna run you down. You gonna be scared if a robot run up on you. You can't punch him. And then they gonna put the drones in the sky so you can't run. The drones gonna be seeing your body heat. They can take you and do whatever they want to. Enslave you. Control you. See, you gonna be scared of them robots. I said, damn, motherfucker gonna be scared of them robots when they hop out that motherfucker like RoboCop. You gonna be scared. That's what they doing now. It's a dude that was on TikTok said, man, I'm making millions of robots right now. And I'm wondering, why are they making so many robots? These robots got they got robots now that's going inside your damn house like a tank. The motherfucker got tank legs with a machine gun. You gonna lay down. You can't shoot back at him. And then the robot probably gonna have a drone. Run from the robot if you want to, if the robot can't run your ass down. The robot run you down. If the robot can't catch you, the robot gonna have a drone connected to his chest. The motherfucker gonna put a rope. Man, you done. It's all a programming. So now listen, gang. How we working with China? Now look.
The game continues. Period.
Double tap my screen.
There are people in these ICE facilities, at least according to the El Paso County medical examiner, who believes that the Geraldo Lunis Campos was likely and we just heard about a fifth person dying in their custody. ICE has 6 people in 2026. It's happening so fast that the Washington Post article that they published just a couple hours ago on this still says 4. 5 people have died in these camps since the beginning of the year. That's 1 every 3 days. Actually, that's 1 every 2-point-something days. That's not even 3 days. If that doesn't make these camps,
double tap my screen.
I don't know what you would call.
We run YouTube, man.
But here's the thing.
We bring you that real information. Y'all get here.
Because whatever you want to call them, it's not going to change what they are.
ICE is now grading American neighborhoods to find target-rich environments. We knew they were tracking phones, but a new report from 404 Media reveals they're using a Palantir tool called Elite to score you. The app assigns a confidence score, like a credit rating, but for deportation. It calculates exactly how likely you are to be at home, and agents are using it to find what they call target-rich areas. In one case, they didn't just go after a suspect, they identified an apartment complex with a high density of scores and rated the entire building. They're using data from the Department of Health and Human Services to feed this machine. They've turned deportation into algorithmic hunting.
Iran has issued a threat to President Trump, and they said, and I quote, "This time it won't miss." And then they posted a picture of him getting pew-pewed at, talking about when he was pew-pewed at in 2024. We know that they've always chanted to America and all these different things, but now they're specifically saying they are targeting the President of the United States. Now, this comes after we have just them as well. And so we're in another, regardless of whether you think it's a rumor of war or if you think it's actual war, just because there's no name on it, we are in multiple different countries. A reminder, the Bible says that in the last days there will be wars, rumors of wars. What has been the topic of the last 5 years, especially within the last 2 years? War. This is how we know that Jesus is knocking at the door. Trump has responded and he said to Iran that they better behave. That was his response. He said that they better behave because they know what we did to them last time, taking away their nuclear facilities after the like that. But this is just very insane to me, y'all. We were going to war and picking fights with everybody, but your people cannot afford to eat and live in your own country, like the country that you're running. But we're fighting all these battles and fight. I'm gonna say this every single time I bring up war. Remember, Trump had a talk with some.
That's how they hide the money. Every time they go to war, it's a distraction. They're hiding money. They moving around money. I don't believe Epstein is unalived. I believe Epstein's still alive, gang. He knew too much. They never took us on the island to see what's on the island. I think that island is still active. He probably still on there. I said, damn, Epstein's still on his island. Epstein ain't went nowhere. They took him out the jail, put him on a speedboat, and took him back to where he had done came from. I said, allegedly. Epstein is not unalive, gang. They showed you that not too long ago. They put a little glimpse of it real quick, went back and distracted us again with a new narrative. They keep doing it quick. All it is, they hide money. They starting a new world order. They knocking out small businesses. They taking out small businesses and farms, and they taking their land and they sharecropping, bro. Get your mind right. They sharecropping. They knocking out small businesses. Y'all better get this shit right, gang. Y'all better get this shit right and stop acting like you don't know. Well, we'll remind you over here. This is why we do it. How many people we got to step on? How many people we got to step on? Band-Aid gang.
And he said, if we are in war by the time of the election, or if we are in an active war during the election, there can be no election. Okay, and I think that that's exactly where we're headed.
That's exactly where we're headed. So let's continue. Let's give y'all this brain food, man. We got some updates on what went on today, gang. I'm filling everybody in. Thank y'all for joining my chat and coming into the live. I try to give y'all good information, man, and update to what's going on. We can't miss a beat. We got to stay on track. And that's what I'm going to continue to give you guys. Let me give you this more intel, gang. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. You in the best place to be. If you want information, we got it. Double tap my screen. Let's go.
Just turn them on and start talking. It's why we're the trusted device for Fortune 500 companies.
See what this developing shit is. They always, we just gonna develop something. Nah, you ain't gonna develop nothing. Miss us past nothing. Let's go, gang. Let's see what this crook is talking about. Double tap that screen, y'all. Show some respect to my channel.
You know, Minnesota's in the news a lot, but what they don't say is that Minnesota has low numbers because of the fact that we took thousands of hardened criminals
thousands
out of
dollars.
So they had good crime numbers, believe it or not. And that's all working out. You know, we have Tom Homan there now. We put him in there. He's great.
Developing as we come on the air, President Trump says the White House is making progress on its crime and illegal immigration crackdown in Minnesota as new leaders.
Hey, you got that right. They making progress on their crime. She done fucked around and slipped up. I said, damn, let's go.
Takes over day-to-day operations. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jan Code. It is Wednesday, January 28th, and this morning we're getting new details on the shuffle of federal leadership on the ground in Minneapolis as President Trump points to the progress made so far. Borders are. Tom Homan, as we know, is in Minneapolis. We have the latest on those meetings, and we want to get to Mark Boyle at the live desk with latest for us right now. Good morning to you, Mark. Homan, we got there yesterday, hit the ground running. What kind of progress has been made?
Well, the president's been saying, look, all we're doing is shaking up the team, and this is all part of the process, Jan. President Trump vowing to continue the immigration operations there in Minnesota as he and Minnesota state leaders are trying to have the tensions cool across the board. It comes after some speculation that the White House could be pulling out of Minneapolis. That's not the case here after reassigning Border Patrol Commander Greg Bovino. The president put those rumors to bed while speaking in Iowa. Take a listen.
It's just the opposite. I was called by the governor yesterday. I was called by the mayor yesterday. How do we do something? Please, how do we do something? I think it's bad for them. I don't think it's bad for us. I think it's bad for them.
Yeah, you'll have to see what...
But it's not a question of retreat. We want...
Speaking of itself, it's not bad. Hey, I don't think it's bad for us rich people, but it's bad for us. Yeah, y'all didn't get that. He was talking about us. it's bad for us. We don't mean nothing to him. That man flicked y'all off, gang. He flicked y'all off. Yeah, he wasn't doing it to me. Yeah, he was. He was flicking you off too, just like he flicked me off. I said, damn, that man don't care about nothing. The man just turned around just the other day, gang, double tapped my screen and said, I don't know, it went out to Minnesota. I got to see the tape. Well, what was you over there talking about? The man had a gun and all of that, and he had 2 clips. The man had a fully loaded rifle about to go. Well, then why you say you got to see the clip, gang? These people just be lying up in your damn face and you be believing it. You can believe it. The man said he got to see the tape. I was over there on Yolanda the Great Spills the Tea channel. Yeah, I was over there. And she played the clip. The man said that he got to see. I got to see the tape and then what happened. But you said that, bruh, stop playing. Why wasn't they there to protect ISIS? And he said this about 5 days ago. Probably 6 days ago. But yesterday, I got to go see the tape. I got to go see the tape. I thought you seen it. You defending shit that you ain't seen? Because they don't care about you, gang. They care about how much money they put in their pocket. Let's go, gang. And changing the narrative. That man know right there allegedly that he in them Epstein files. Y'all know that man in them Epstein files. Why y'all acting like y'all know that man ain't in them Epstein files, gang? Why y'all acting like y'all know that man in the Epstein file? That man in the Epstein. Bro, with Epstein looking at women and everything. Y'all seen him looking at him and Epstein picking them girls out. Which one you want tonight? I want her. That man slapped the woman on her booty and everything. Y'all, that man slapping butts and doing all type of shit. Then stealing top secret weapons and everything. And he right back in office, bro. Got 34 felonies and everything. Shit. I said, damn, what is America coming to? What is America coming to? This is bloodline, gang. This is a bloodline, and y'all, all the people over there supporting them, acting like they a part of the bloodline. They don't want you in there. You ain't in the bloodline with them. I'ma just vote. President Trump is the best man in the world. Man, you is not his bloodline, bro. Don't care about you, gang. I ain't see him over at your house. Did he come over your house for Thanksgiving, for Christmas? Did he drop some presents off like Santa Claus? I know he looked like Santa Claus, but did he come over your house, drop off some gifts? No. No. Yeah, I said, damn, that man ain't did nothing for you. I'll die for Trump. I'll take a bullet for Trump. For what? He ain't gonna take one for you. That man ain't got away with so much shit. You know why? Because he's a bloodline. He in the bloodline, gang. Knights Templars. The Knights Templars. The Knights Templars. Bloodline. Stop playing with us over here. We run you too. We run you too. Now go tell your friends to come over here. Go get your nieces, nephews, and aunties and them. And tell them we got the truth right over here on this channel. And don't come over here trying to sabotage the Knights Templars. Them boys was taking all type of shit from the Egyptians and all type of shit. Building tunnels and all of that. Fuck you talking about? Double tap my screen and stop playing with me. We run you too. Let's go.
We want safe cities.
In the past 24 hours, Border Zartan Holman arrived in Minneapolis.
They want to make sure that they highly protected. Yeah, because when people wake up, see, they put fear. They did that with the Bible. They did that with the Bible to put fear so you can't attack the rich people. I said, damn, they don't want you. Oh, you better, thou shall not kill. Thou shall not steal. Don't steal nothing. Don't kill us because don't kill us because we richer than you. Stop playing with us. Let's go.
One of the first of the orders of business there for him was to meet with the Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey. So he's trying to get all of these leaders together and see if they can work together moving forward. The Borders are posting this message on social media saying right here, while we don't agree on everything, these meetings were productive.
Subscribe to my channel.
He looks forward to more conversations with key stakeholders. Certainly good right there when you see that coming from the border czar. President Trump also doubling down on his...
Make sure anybody that's laying in them bushes right now, go on over there, subscribe to my channel, Hit that notification bell. I got some prompts over there if you want to get them riches so you can really see some exclusive footage so I can expose these people that's sex trafficking that I know on the back end. Yeah. I got 4 people that's already members. I need about 10 people. Go get you a Band-Aid. Go get you a We Beat You logo and become a part of it. I got members only. And on my members only, I'm going to expose some people that I can't bring on here. And you're going to be shocked. I'm telling you, go get you a damn Band-Aid. Go look at some of my perks and become a part of this community. Become a part of my community. Because my community exposed, and we're going to show you why we run YouTube. We ain't scared. How many people we got to step on? We stepping on these people. These people scared what I bring out. I brought out the slow video. I'm the one that brought that video out where you can spot out everything. Y'all can do that. Go get you one. Go get you one, Timothy. I'm coming on next week with a members only. I don't care if it's 6 people in there. But what I got to show you, when you come back on my live, I guarantee you, my people that watch this video that I'm going to show them on my members only, y'all going to be shocked. Go get you one of them Band-Aids so I can show y'all sex trafficking at its finest. Active right now on YouTube. I know where they sex trafficking at right now on YouTube. I won. We beat you. Stop playing with us with this shit. See, I know what it is. I know what they do behind the scenes. I got it. I said, damn. Double tap my screen and get y'all one of them memberships. What up, Diamond Gang? We got my gang in the building. Diamond Gang up here. These Republicans should be embarrassed, and we gonna embarrass these people. We finna embarrass these people. They already embarrassed, Diamond Gang. We gonna make them matter. If they mad, we gonna make them matter like Dog said. We gonna make these people mad at us. We don't care. We already know everybody on my channel. We blessed and highly favored over here, gang. God got us. Yeah, God got us. I don't fear nothing but God. We don't fear nothing but God over here. If I got to go for telling y'all the truth, hey, I did my job. Yeah, I did my job. You ain't going to find nobody on YouTube like we beat you. We run YouTube. You ain't never met nobody that got that power like I got over here, gang. Or you can't mess with none of us, gang. You can't stop greatness. They tried to stop greatness. You can't stop nothing that's great. We been running this stuff. Double tap my screen. Subscribe to my channel.
Report for DHS Secretary Kristi Noem. You may have seen this floating around on social media that she might be out. Well, that's not the case, according to what the president says. He says he and Noem had a 2-hour conversation, in fact, earlier this week on the ongoing operations in Minnesota. The president told reporters he has full faith in her and says she is helping deliver.
I don't even think this woman real, gang. I don't know what she look like she got a battery in her back. She don't even look real, gang. She don't even look real. That woman don't even look real, gang. She don't even look real. Tell me that woman ain't no damn reptilian. Tell me she ain't no Pleiadian. She from the Pleiadians. She from the Pleiadian stars, and he a reptilian. We got a reptilian right here, and we got somebody that came from the Pleiadians. I said, damn. Y'all can't put nothing past us. She from the Pleiadians, the star system, the Pleiadians. Yeah. She from the Pleiadians, and he a reptile. I said, damn. You looking at a reptile and a damn Pleiadian on the stand. They ain't got no sympathy or empathy for nothing. They ain't got no empathy for nothing. Gang said, just because you yell don't make you right. Sound like you need Planet Fitness in your life. Hey, you know that rhyme. Here sound good. That sound good, gang. I like that. Boy, I write that shit. Hope you ain't got it copyrighted. It's mine now. We beat you. Yeah, we beat you. Look at it. She from the Pleiadians. Yeah, she from the Pleiadians. He a reptile. That man right. Oh, he was fat yesterday. What happened, gang? What happened? What happened to him? How we do him all type of ways over here? Boy, we'll do you all type of ways. Y'all get in my live, man. Get in my live. Yeah, you already know what it is. You probably one of them reptilians. You probably one of them reptilians. Your last name Hoover. Dr. Hoover. Dr. Hoover. Dr. Hoover is probably one of them reptilians. I said, damn, he over here watching the dough. He over here. Oh, they know. Yeah, this ain't the V channel. Yeah, you ain't watching V. Let's go, gang. Stop playing with us. We do you all type of ways.
His agenda when it comes to securing the border and immigration. We're all over it this morning with the latest coming out of Minnesota when news breaks. We'll bring it to you right here at the live desk.
Hey, they got them reptilians in our live, gang. Hey, they got the reptilians up in here, gang. Y'all get them up out of here. Now, don't knock them down. Leave them up in here. Y'all get in my live.
If you've written a book and want to publish.
Stop playing with us. We update the streets. We update YouTube. YouTube use us to update.
We're back with new fallout from a second deadly shooting in Minneapolis. Sources tell ABC the 2 federal officers involved in Alex Pretty's death are now on administrative leave. The Department of Homeland Security.
See what I'm talking about? Gang, they on administrative leave. Like they getting paid too. Them motherfuckers get paid. They getting paid to go. They getting paid to take a body. I said, damn. Notice when they start doing that shit, they ain't gonna put me on administrative leave if I had done did it. I said, damn, administrative leave. Hey, put the man on administrative leave. They gonna resign next. They finna resign, gang. They finna resign.
Just sent a report to Congress that includes agents' body cam footage while Pretty was.
I thought they said he approached him with a gun. I thought they said that Alex Pretti approached them people with a gun. That what they said? He ain't got a gun. He don't look like the aggressor. That ICE agent look like he ready to knock him out. Bruh got the camera up. He does not look like he is coming to bring any harm. He got the right to walk these streets of America. He had a CCL, which means he had the right to carry a concealed weapon. They did not ask him about that because they took him down, and when they saw the weapon, they shot him. They was too busy being the aggressor and the terrorist, the domestic terrorist. That's what they was too busy doing. They dropped the ball. They dropped the ball, gang. They dropped the ball, Rob. I haven't either. Rob said, have you seen any black ICE agents? I sure haven't. Get in here, Rob, have anybody seen any black? Put a 1 in the chat if you seen a black ICE agent. I said, damn. We got the gang up in here, man. My people don't miss a beat. That's why they come over here. Rob Allbank said, put a 1 in the chat if you seen a black ICE agent. Yeah, somebody put the 0. Ain't nobody seen no black ICE agent. Black people don't even like the cold. You gotta talk about ICE. Niggas be like, hell no, let me get the fuck about them some ICE. Everybody, shit. Shit. Motherfucker talk about some ice. Black motherfucker be like, it's too cold outside. They ain't finna be signing up with no goddamn ice. Black people don't like the cold. Shit, I don't think I seen one black person, and that's the one boy they sprayed with the shit. I ain't seen no black people. What's going on, gang? Besides the other brother and his daughter, what they do to him, Angel? The little black brother, he was rolling up or something in the car. It sounded like he was rolling up or some shit. And they did something to him. And a black dude we saw the other day, he had got sprayed. I only seen 2 black people. Yeah, I said, damn, what's going on, gang? What's going on? Black people don't like to work or raise kids. The white people don't either. I said, damn, I think we all in the same boat. My white friend ain't got no daddy right now. Hell you talking about? My white friend, he been looking for his daddy ever since he was born. Me and him both been looking for our daddy. Matter of fact, we cried together. What you think about that? We was crying together. I want my daddy. I want my daddy. I want him. I got a couple of white friends ain't got no daddy. Stop playing with us. My white friend ain't got no daddy. And I got a white friend with no daddy and a mama. He was in the goddamn in the home for kids. He was an orphan. I said, damn. My white friend was an orphan. Hell you talking about? I got a white friend that's an orphan. Talking about black people don't talk about. How my white friend an orphan then, gang? Stop coming over here trying to sabotage. You can't distract me. I got Annie was an orphan. Nigga, you watch Annie. Annie was go talking to Annie. Nigga, what you talking about? Nigga, boy, you better take that shit before we do you all type of way. Annie was an orphan. Remember Annie, gang? Everybody grew up off Annie. Annie was an orphan. Stop saying black people. And there was a whole bunch of white kids up in that place with Annie. I said, damn. Boy, you got the wrong channel if you think you finna come over here and win. We beat you, gang. I'm gonna just go somewhere else. Scroll your ass on down there to that whole stroll. Don't come around here, bruh. Go ahead and pimp yourself out. He came over here and pimped himself out. I said, damn. I don't want you, bruh. You ain't cute enough. Yeah, Eddie. Y'all remember Eddie? Come over here and talk about. Y'all see him in the chat, gang. What's his name? He don't even spell his name right. He an orphan too. That nigga name. What is that angel? The Flukaloo. The Flukeless. The Flukaloo. What's that nigga name? The Fulic. The Flolo. What the hell? What the hell? Who come up with a name like that? The Flulo. What the hell? Where you from, gang? What the fuck is you from? But where you from? The Fulo? The Flu. What's that? The fuel us. Defuel us. Defuel us. There ain't nobody running out of gas over here, bro. You ain't came out of defuel us. You ain't got no gas in your tank, boy. You better get your ass up out. That boy got sugar in his tank. You ain't got no fuel. You got sugar. Don't try to come over here with that. So I want 3 cups of sugar. Man, get your 3 cups of sugar butt up off my live, bruh. Don't come back over here with that same attitude you got. We gonna get you right over here. Now you tried to sabotage. You came over here trying to sabotage our live game. Rob Allbanks. Rob came in here and said, hey, we still looking for. Now everybody gonna be like, shit, I'm looking for me a black ICE agent. Hey, we on the hunt. That's the new thing, gang. As soon as I find a black ICE agent, I'll update y'all. I said, damn, I'm having a ball tonight. Shouts out to my replay game, man. We did them all type of way. Now that man ain't got no gun. Now look, gang, look.
Licensed to carry a gun. At no point does the video show him reach for a weapon.
Absolutely.
If you remember, that's what some officials claimed in the hours.
We got the proof. We got the proof. Don't come over here. We run YouTube, gang. Man, look like he running. Not running to the ICE agent. Running from the ICE agent. I said, damn. And y'all think that, man, this is straight terrorism right here, gang. At its best. At its best. And ain't none of y'all people that come in this chat got no empathy for the man, knowing that he was already had one woman in the arm. Y'all get in here. Can y'all hear me, man? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. If y'all can hear me, gang. Put a 1 in the chat. Yeah, I'm on. Put a 1 in the chat. All right, gang, we back. Thank you, Nurse 59. They trying to sabotage my channel. They trying to sabotage the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. Y'all get back up in here. They coming back. See, we got that comeback. Y'all comeback game strong, man. My comeback game strong. My comeback game strong. Thank you, Real Angel. Yeah, thank you, Real Angel. Y'all get back up in my live. Thank you, Nurse 59. They trying to sabotage my channel. We are comeback game strong. We finna get back to 20. We usually had 300, 200 in here. YouTube making me get it out the mud again since they monetized the channel. See, they monetized the channel. YouTube said, you know what? We gonna see how good he is. We used to get them 20,000 views, 10,000 views. That ain't nothing. We do this. We built for this. Y'all get in here. I love starting at the bottom. We are comeback game strong. I said that. Comeback game strong. Y'all double tap my screen, man. My people coming back up in here, man. We gonna finish what we left off. We gonna finish what we left off, gang. Y'all get up in here. Again, I put that up there for a real reason, gang, because I'ma just keep it a bean with y'all. Ain't no way in hell y'all gonna make us believe that this man had a gun, never had a gun at no officers. His gun was on his person, and he had the right to carry because he had a CCL. He had a right to carry. And it's sad. The sad thing is to see him like this. You could tell this man wasn't trying to harm nobody. He looked like he was trying to run. He was already affected by the pepper spray. They had pepper sprayed this man in his face, and it's taking effect. Not one time did they hit him. They hit him 2 times with it. We got the video where they take the weapon. We got the video. They assassinated this man, man. They executed the man. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Y'all seen execution? You seen what happened to to Renée Good? You seen what happened to Renée Good? Turning away. They unalived her. I said, damn. Let's go, gang.
After the shooting, that revelation sparked another day of protests in Minneapolis, even on a day that didn't get above 10 degrees.
I'm really sad that this man was out here exercising his American right, the right that was fought for, and he lost his life to that.
The real justice and the real freedom and the real true democracy will be because you go out in the street and demonstrate and say no to this oppression.
That's what it is.
Mayor Jacob Fry says Minneapolis will not use federal immigration enforcement, but President Trump says he's, quote, playing with fire if they don't follow the law. Right now, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is urging Republicans to remove the Homeland.
Saying they playing with fire if they don't hold the law. What kind of threats these people got going on, gang? What is, man, they got to get him up out of here. They got to get him up out of here before he hurt somebody. This man gonna hurt somebody, gang. He already allegedly had something to do with them kids in that Epstein file. They said the man was Sasha Riley said the man was killing dogs. Said the man was he gutted one dog allegedly, hung the other dog, and broke the other dog's neck. I said, damn. Said he came in there and said he wanted to kill something. Hey, we covering that Sasha too. Cause we finna get back on them Epstein files. See, we gonna drag them. Yeah, we gonna show you what we got on the Epstein files too. See, I'm finna do them all type of way. I'm gonna step on these people, gang. I'ma show the streets, I'ma show the world what's really going on. How we hold it down over here. Because we run YouTube. Y'all already know. We run YouTube. We tell the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me, Band-Aid. Y'all get up in here. You got them people coming back. I wonder if he back on. Yeah, I'm here. I'm on. They tried to sabotage the channel for a second. Replay gang, y'all gonna be strong. Thank y'all for coming. Guys, we've been on for 69 minutes. Like I said, make sure y'all get y'all memberships. Next week we going on no matter how many members is on here, but I got some exclusive. Let's continue this ride, y'all. Double tap my screen. Let's go. We're going to end strong.
Budget from a package of government funding bills, all of which need to pass by Friday to avoid a partial shutdown.
We're going to end strong. Thank you, my boss. We're going to end strong. Let me put this up. Now, y'all get up in my live.
Go to the settings. Go out of YouTube. Swipe up. Go to the settings. At the bottom. Okay. Right there. Click on it.
This one? All right, we back in motion, right?
Okay, go back to YouTube.
Man, wait till you see what, man, they gonna stop playing with us. They gonna stop playing with us.
Border Patrol. You said in your opening statement that you weren't able to engage on this topic, but you did engage on this topic. It took you 30 hours to put something out on Twitter about his death. First, you put out something with penguins in Greenland, but then you put out a statement that said, quote, such tragedies are unfortunately happening in Minnesota because state and local officials' refusal to cooperate with the federal government to enforce the law and deport dangerous illegal criminals.
Do what they want them
Was
to do.
Alex Pretty's death the result of the mayor of Minneapolis or the governor of Minnesota?
Alex Pretty's death was a tragedy, as I've stated, and I will continue to stand by the statement.
Okay, but you put it out under official VA Twitter, right? This wasn't like your personal opinion. You weighed in and said why he died. And let me just ask, right? He was your employee. You know that people who work for the VA can't just walk in. They're vetted. They're properly vetted. We had other cabinet officials call him a domestic terrorist and an assassin. Based on your access to the information you have in the VA and in front of 460,000 VA employees, was this man, in your estimation, a domestic terrorist or an assassin?
What I have said about this as being a tragedy, I will continue to say, and I'm not going to make a characterization on something someone else said.
What you mean somebody else said? Go ahead, get it out, gang. Somebody pop him in his back. Make him spit it out. Make him spit it out.
Or an assassin.
What I have said about this as being a tragedy, I will continue to say, and I'm not going to make a characterization on something someone else said.
It's not. You said that it was the result of local officials blocking their access. You said it. It's not someone else. So if you can't say
I made no characterization about Mr. Pretty.
You said that his death.
Why they sound like Klan members? They sound like a Klan member. Somebody back in the 1945 Klan member sounding. You know his uncle was a damn Klan member. I said, damn. He sound like like a Klan member. I said, damn.
Local officials blocking their access. You said it. It's not someone else. So if you can't say
I made no characterization about Mr. Pretty.
You said that his death was the result
that girl ain't lying on you.
State and local officials' refusal to cooperate with the federal government. Not my words, yours. So you are prejudicing this investigation. You are weighing in on what you think happened. And I just think in front of the employees who have been through a lot this year, that you should at least be able to say to his family that he's not a domestic terrorist or an assassin, right? People have eyes. They see the video there. And I think we owe him more than that. But to say that you can't engage on it, to say that now that Donald Trump has told the cabinet that now it's okay to have an independent investigation and all, Secretary Noem and Stephen Miller have to walk back what they've said about this poor man in front of his family. Now, I think you can admit that you joined them in prejudicing the investigation of your own employee. And now, can I ask, I understand there was some sort of memorial event yesterday that was held at the VA in Minnesota. Can you say clearly that neither you nor your senior officials tried to stop that memorial from happening?
We did not.
Okay, because there's an email circulating.
This guy, he worked for this guy. Is that what they say again? That's what they saying. They saying Alex Pretti was your employer. Was your employee, excuse me. And you owe his family an explanation. So they done went down. So ICE and Trump then paid him. He didn't got paid. He didn't got paid. The man don't even want to say nothing. He's scared for his life. The man is scared for his life. Y'all see what I'm saying? They implanting fear. That's domestic terrorism. What man that you work for? You work for this man. You have no sympathy for his unaliving? This is boss. This is Alex Pretti's boss, gang. And they got his boss scared than 10 people. His boss scared. His boss scared to speak. Did they pay him or did they threaten him? Did they pay him or did they threaten him? We stepping on him, no. Ain't that crazy, gang? Y'all, man, come on, Band-Aid gang. The man don't want to say nothing. The man don't want to say nothing. We got to bring this back. We got to bring this back. Bring that beat back. We got to make this seem real, gang. Is this real, gang? Look at this.
Statement that you weren't able to engage on this topic, but you did engage on this topic. It took you 30 hours to put something out on Twitter about his death. First, you put out something with penguins in Greenland, but then you put out a statement that said
penguins in Greenland. They didn't put a rifle to the man's head allegedly and say, "Hey, put Greenland up there. Put Greenland. Show that you got love for Trump." His own boss. I said, damn, they didn't kicked in the man door and then scared him to death. He's scared.
Quote, such tragedies are unfortunately happening in Minnesota because state and local officials' refusal to cooperate with the federal government to enforce the law and deport dangerous illegal criminals.
Oh, wow.
Was Alex Pretti's death the result of the mayor of Minneapolis or the governor of Minnesota?
Alex Pretti's death was a tragedy, as I've stated, and I will continue to stand by that statement.
Okay, but you put it out under official VA Twitter, right? This wasn't like your personal opinion. You weighed in and said why he died. And let me just ask, right? He was your employee. You know that people who work for the VA can't just walk in. They're vetted. They're properly vetted. We had other cabinet officials call him a domestic terrorist and an assassin. Based on your access to the information you have in the VA and in front of 460,000 VA employees, was this man, in your estimation, a domestic terrorist or an assassin?
What I have said about this as being a tragedy, I will continue to say, and I'm not going to make a characterization on something someone else said.
It's not. You said that it was the result of local officials blocking their access. You said it. It's not someone else. So if you can't say
I made no characterization about Mr. Pretti.
You said that his death was the result of, quote, state and local officials' refusal to cooperate with the federal government.
Thank you for the hearts,
my words, yours. So you are prejudicing this investigation. You are weighing in on what you think happened. And I just think in front of the employees who have been through a lot this year, that you should at least be able to say to his family that he's not a domestic terrorist or an assassin. Right? People have eyes. They see the video there. And I think we owe him more than that. But to say that you can't engage on it, to say that now that Donald Trump has told the cabinet that now it's okay to have an independent investigation and all, Secretary Noem and Stephen Miller have to walk back what they've said about this poor man in front of his family. Now, I think you can admit that you joined them in prejudicing the investigation of your own employee. And now, can I ask, I understand there was some sort of memorial event yesterday that was held at the VA in Minnesota. Can you say clearly that neither you nor your senior officials tried to stop that memorial from happening?
We did not.
Okay, because there's an email circulating online right now that says that they were told not to have the memorial and the people went ahead anyways. So I hope that when this email comes out, there's not any of you sitting at this table who had anything to do with the fact that they wouldn't be able to celebrate the life of a man who was killed. Can you speak to that?
I can. I've seen the email. That email did not originate from my office or anybody sitting at this table's office. That came from a leadership official in Minneapolis.
And so he just woke up. The man who, or man or woman, I don't know, who employed this man, who's dealing with all kinds of fallout and, you know, terrible feeling when people lose that person just woke up and just decided to say that someone else, the higher ups, told her not to have this memorial. She just made that up?
I don't know that she made it up, but I can't tell you what her perception of anything was. But what I can say is that we have been supportive in an appropriate time to be able to have a period for their employees to memorialize Alex Pretti. And they did that yesterday with almost 400 people.
Well, I hope
at noon, which was scheduled.
You see how it takes a suspension of disbelief to believe that the woman who is the supervisor of this poor man said that higher ups told her that she couldn't have a memorial. It seems a little hard to believe, but I yield my time. I'm done.
Sad. This is sad. This is sad. This is what's going on in America. Rainy Day says he's right. If local officials called ICE when they arrest violent criminals, none of this would have happened. Now, none of it would have happened, gang. We can't look at it in a whole. We got to look at what happened to the individual. We got to look at what happened to the individual that was unalived in cold blood in the middle of the street. Children could have been passing by. Bullets could have ricocheted because they shot from a distance and harmed someone. Let's look at the whole picture of what we saw. Stop acting like we didn't see what we saw. It's a million people protesting, and I didn't do nothing but make it worse because they did not follow proper procedure. They didn't get enough training. There was a man that ran off with a weapon, and we're going to continue to push the issue until we get justice, until we see justice being done. And we will continue to talk about that. We will continue to update people here on this channel. Make sure y'all tap in. We've been on for almost an hour and a half. Replay gang strong. We want to thank everybody for coming out and supporting the channel. Like I said, get your band-aids. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you always follow my community wall. I will keep people updated there. All the new subscribers, thank you very much. Hopefully we gained a couple of subscribers tonight. I just wanted to show y'all proof that ICE is the real domestic terrorist. They're domestic terrorists, gang. There's no ifs, ands, buts, questions about it. Look up domestic terrorism or what is domestic terrorist. Look up the definition and it's going to look like ICE. That's why I put it down here. What domestic terrorist is, what domestic terrorism is, I put it down there. Y'all get in here. We Band-Aid gang, we beat you. And we going to keep the streets updated. We will be live tomorrow, so make sure y'all tap in. Put your notification bells on. This is all alleged on this channel. It's under Act 107. The disclaimer is in my descriptions. We want to thank everybody for coming out and joining us. Thank you for the Band-Aid gang supporting the channel. We spit truth over here. We know what we see. Our eyes are open. We very woke on this channel. Salute to everybody. I know it get hard out here, but we go through the same thing together. And that's what we call life. We all in this fight together. If we don't stand up, then they gonna knock us down. Hey, we don't roll over. Our dogs don't know those tricks, gang. We don't roll over, gang, over here on this channel. Nah, we don't do that. But thank you guys for joining us tonight. I'm C-Dub, Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying. And I say it, damn, we run YouTube with the real angel in the building. Hey. Yes. Shouts out to YG gang, Diamond gang, and everybody that support this channel. My mods, thank y'all for holding it down. Peace and love to everybody. Y'all stay blessed and never stressed. Stay warm. Stay warm because it's cold outside, y'all. Band-Aid gang, and we up out. Peace.